Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Never seen live trading on a widescreen. Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here post-Europe. We are back in the US of A. I know. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, it feels good to be back. Have my microphone. Oh, my microphone. Oh, I love my microphone. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for supporting the vlogs post-Europe. I will be posting more vlogs from Amsterdam, Croatia, and Italy. I didn't even get to post any Italy stuff yet. But guys, hi, we're in America. Hope everybody had such an amazing 4th of July as well. I know my energy is just really like minimal right now. I had like some sort of bug or something that hit me. I got back really late Friday night, and then I was like basically up for 24 hours, and then I only slept a few hours, and Saturday was the 4th of July. I didn't do anything. And then I ended up getting hit with a fever yesterday that I was dealing with, and I definitely broke it. So I figured I'll go live and hang out with you guys for a little while, because there were just these two headlines I saw today, and I just like needed to point out psychological warfare. And so we're not going to do an after show today. I really like don't feel well, but we're going to do this podcast because I really wanted to be here for you guys and show you psychological warfare. But I appreciate you guys being here, and please bear with me. But yeah, no, so some of you guys are saying it was a lack of AC. Definitely being in the heat for so long with no relief takes a toll on you. And then my last travel day was really insane. I was up for basically 24 hours. There was an 11-hour flight from Venice back to Atlanta. Atlanta was my connection. And there was just one dude that I know got the entire plane sick. Like, you know, when you go on a freaking plane and there's one person that's like coughing and hacking to the point that like, you're like, whoa, like what, sir? Like it was just obnoxious. So like, I was just wowed by how much this man was coughing, and just didn't feel bad. No shame. Just got everybody on that plane sick. But anyways, enough about that and freaking airplane etiquette. But we're going to get into the podcast, guys. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. Check out our amazing two sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Uphold. So amazing. Love them so much. And if you're looking at Cake Wallet and you're going to be in Hong Kong for Bitcoin Asia, check out Girl Gone Crypto, aka Leah. She is leading Cake Wallet in their socials right now, and she's absolutely freaking killing it. That team is absolutely everywhere. And Uphold is just so amazing. Such a great card for travels and things. All right, guys, let's say good morning. We got Jesse, Silver Days, Harmonic, good morning. Fitz, good morning. We got Chipper, Peace, Doge Bowl, Cool Cat, Cosmos, Rob C, Ben Spada, as always, thank you to Black Hat. We got Eddie Kane, good morning. Shadow's here. Who else is here? Ian, good morning. John White, I think Ray is here. Yep, we're going to get into Michael Saylor too. Apparently Michael Saylor sold a fat bag of Bitcoin this morning. Raul sent me some flow state. Thank you for the flow state. You're helping me get back into flow state. R6, good morning. Tubin Jar said, welcome back, Doug. Thank you. Mike Waltman is all up in the chat. Good morning. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here. Let's hop into the market recap and get after it, guys. We are, again, I apologize if I'm super slow today. Again, like I'm just totally knocked out. But DEX E is up 14%. Meme core seems to be taking a big hit, which isn't surprising, to be honest. And then we have Bitcoin just kind of messing around, kind of in the same range for quite a while. Let's get over to our other chart here. Right now, we're at $61,740 Bitcoin. We are down 2.8% today. Looking over at 60K, again, that's where we need to stay above, hold support. And if we don't, we're looking at 55, 56K. But again, I'm going to show you a lot of psychological warfare that's happening right now that's going to like, it's just the noise is so freaking ridiculous. And I just need to show you that there's like two extremes right now. I'll get there in a moment. Bullish scenario 67.5. Also, we do have some red green dots. Again, I call this like the Christmas tree action. It's a little too close to one another. It's throwing everybody off. We do have a green dot printed that is pushing that momentum over that zero line. We are now bullish. We have pretty much a flat money flow. VWAP is coming and crashing down just a little bit, which is never a great thing. RSI, again, had a major pump. Again, that is not a great thing because when the RSI pumps like this, it always comes back down pretty sharply. And so I think that we need to kind of pull back a little bit on this RSI, cool off, and make a move this weekend. Can we have our mods on TikTok? I think there's some scammery going on in there. Can we double check that TikTok chat, please? Boomdoc Saints, hello. Everybody, hello. We got Poe. Hello, everyone. Gold 13 Dragon, nice to see you. What up? Oh my gosh, all my beautiful people are here. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So let's actually go straight into breaking news headlines because Michael Saylor sold a fat freaking bag of Bitcoin. Breaking news headlines start now. Can't wait for this transition. Boo. Strategy. Well, they have the stretch and they're going to stretch out their strategy because we do have the fact that they do need to pay dividends. And with that, instead of buys, we are now selling Bitcoin. Mr. Saylor, Mr. Strategy, everybody's freaking out. Take a look at this. Strategy sold 3,588 Bitcoin for $216 million to fund dividends on our digital credit securities. As of July 5th, they hodl 843,775 in our Bitcoin reserves and $2.55 billion in our USD reserves. He said these were Q2 quarterly dividends on a bunch of their preferreds and the monthly dividend for June on stretch. And then, of course, Shiffy had to come right in with it. And he said, so over a 2-week period, the average price you received on your Bitcoin sales was 60K. How do you manage such a bad execution? He said, when you buy the highs. When you sell the lows. Whoever is handling your order flow is likely making a killing. That's actually funny. Little Schiff, he's so salty. He's so salty all the time. Little Shiffy. But listen, again, everyone's anchoring their opinions on Saylor. Everyone needs to freaking chill. This dude has over 800,000 Bitcoins, and if he releases some, that's fine. And honestly, again, who freaking cares? Because most of the time he does OTC buys and sells. So how is that really affecting anything? It's really not, except it's
this
people.
Is brand new rail.
Except it's people just trying to stir up trouble to make you feel a certain way. Now, also, I wanted to show you guys psychological warfare at its freaking finest. And I just think that at this point in the market where like everybody's like tired, guys, lock in, tune out the noise because you're going to see people say, oh, I'm selling for gold. And then another guy, oh, I'm holding it to zero. No, you're selling. And it's time to buy. Like, guys, tune out the noise. Tune out the noise because you're always going to see the two extremes. Now, I'm going to show you two things that were super contrasting here. Peter Brandt came out and said, I'm going to sell some of my Bitcoin for gold. I'm contemplating it. Everyone takes that, goes, oh my God, this guy, this one dude, his opinion's going to anchor my life. Everyone needs to chill. This is one side. Again, I am contemplating selling some of my Bitcoin. Pay attention. In the never-ending battle between Bitcoin, the digital gold, and the trad yellow metal, veteran trader Peter Brandt has picked a side, and it's not the ones the bulls have hoped for. He's the CEO of Factor LLC and widely followed chart analyst. He said that he's mulling liquidating some of his Bitcoin and using the proceeds to buy gold, as he sees actual gold outperforming Bitcoin. He says, I'm contemplating selling some of my Bitcoin and going to gold with the money. Looks to me that gold is going to gain substantially on Bitcoin. I really, you know what? Because I feel like it's just going to be funny if he does that and looks back in 5 years. It's going to be really funny. It's going to be really funny. And again, they're saying his views fly directly in the face of the popular market narrative among bulls that anticipate a massive rotation of money back into Bitcoin and digital assets. Again, because people said everyone was pulling out of Bitcoin to go and buy SpaceX. That was the narrative a few weeks ago. Now it's, oh no, we're rotating out of Bitcoin and buying gold. Like, guys, like, are we falling for this? Are you guys falling for this? I hope you're not. Are you falling for this? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Are you falling for this? But you know what? Then you have the other side, where Dave Portnoy, who will not sit down with somebody like me that does actual crypto education. He wants to, like, you know, complain about Bitcoin every 5 minutes. Dave, I would love to help you, bro, because he's like, I've timed it wrong every time. And this is the problem, is that people like to time the market. It's time in the market, not timing the market. Spend time here. Keep calm, hodl on, DC freaking A, and stop trying to pull every little string and trying to make a quick gain so you could tweet about it. I feel like a lot of people do that. That's not cool. Keep calm, hodl on, don't be bragging. And so he also, Dave Portnoy, is frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, I'm down so much. Look at what he said. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy said this week he will actually hold his Bitcoin all the way down to zero if necessary. Again, I don't even think this man self-custodies, which is a big problem, and I would love to help him with that. And then he said, I'm holding this thing down to zero. He said this to Fox Business. He said, I know if I sell, it's going to go nuclear. I'd rather go down with the ship this time, which is so freaking funny because it's so true. It's like a lot of these people, when you see headlines like the Peter Brandt, oh, I'm just going to sell my Bitcoin into gold. Like every time we start seeing headlines like this is when the market turns around every freaking time. And so you got to let people FUD. Let them FUD. Let them FUD. He says, I got regrets. I bought the thing at 100K. There's nothing I've been wrong about more than Bitcoin. Every time I sell it, it goes nuclear. Every time I buy it, it tanks. His exact Bitcoin holdings are not publicly known, probably because, again, he keeps them on exchanges and he doesn't really need to tell anybody what he owns. I feel like that's okay to be a little bit private. It's a little bit risky to say how much Bitcoin you hold. Ben Spada, member for 29 months, and DCA is the name of the game. HODL. Yes, King. Thank you. Do young people even care about gold, not just as an investment, but as jewelry or other? I would say as a woman, I do enjoy yellow gold jewelry. As you can see, I do have the yellow golds. I do love yellow gold jewelry. That's just my preference. So I think that, like, if I'm buying jewelry, yes, I want it to be real, even though this is not real. It's just pretty and whatever. But I think, yeah, I care about my jewelry. If I'm gonna, like, buy something nice, it better be freaking real. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 18 karat. I mean, it could be like 10 karat gold. Like, you know, anything is sufficient. But I think for jewelry and stuff, I think it matters. As an investment, no. And the worst part is like, if you go to a jeweler and you ask them to make you a custom piece, because I really wanted, like, before I bought this and found this necklace, I was looking to maybe custom make something, not, again, small, not a big deal. And the way they overcharge you because they're like, oh, gold is just expensive right now. Scam. If everyone stops scamming, I feel like a lot of people would make more jewelry, and then it would actually increase the price of gold. But no, scammer activity. But as an investment, Gen Z does not care about gold. People want something that's accessible, that's actually accounted for, and something that's actually real and accounted for is Bitcoin. And this is something that I was actually, like, breaking down to a lot of people when I was away, and they were, like, mind blown because they just think Bitcoin is some mysterious closed circuit thing. It's not. It's the most transparent, open money we've ever had. And if money and government spending specifically was on blockchain, then darn, we would be able to hold a lot more people accountable for what they're doing, especially if it's evil. And so I think Bitcoin is truthful money, and truth exposes the darkness. So it's big. But yeah. I love yellow gold as well. Wearing your Italian 14K, 18K gold every day. Period. As you should. Freaking rep the golds. I'm a big fan of jewelry. I love jewelry. I have a few like, pieces that I would love to have one day. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, when I buy jewelry, it's also like an investment. Like, you want to get the right gemstones, the right diamond grade. You want to do the right thing, and enjoy it while you can. So yeah, I definitely love my jewelry. Again, I have a few dream pieces. I've expressed some of those to you guys a few years ago, but yeah, I love jewelry. Gotta say, love gold for that. As an investment, as something I'm going to hold in my house, that's a fat no. Because if something happens, and if there's a hurricane that sweeps my freaking house away, I'm not taking the gold with me. Sorry, it's not going to survive. If I'm in a different country where there's kaploos and kaplows everywhere, I'm not carrying gold bars on me. I'm going to get jumped or probably killed. And so that's why Bitcoin is so important. Like, it's something that nobody sees and nobody could access to, except for you. But also, I have Ripple XRP news for you guys that is quite important. If you guys love XRP, put these XRP emojis in chat. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy having all my screens. I'm so happy to have my screens. Ripple, guys, they do have a preliminary crypto asset license in Luxembourg. Again, Ripple is trying to get into Europe and take over, especially because MICA and basically their new crypto regime is a major problem for most crypto companies pursuing a license in Europe. Take a gander here. Ripple said Monday that Luxembourg upgraded its preliminary crypto asset service provider CASP or authorization under the EU MICA regulations to a full license. The approval clears Ripple to provide crypto asset services throughout the EEA, the European Economic Area. And Cassie Craddock, the company's managing director for Europe and the UK, says this authorization means Ripple enters a post-transitional MICA era, fully compliant and ready to scale. Also, we do have, Binance that has also been fighting for a CASP, and they just couldn't get there, and it's just messed up. I feel like they're really nitpicking who could get in here, and I wonder what kind of edge Ripple had that really set them apart from someone like Binance. I really want to know what the issue was with Binance. I feel like it's something a lot deeper than a lot of us realize, and I want to know if there was some infiltration somewhere. I want to know. I feel like there's a lot more to the story. Anyways, and a lot of things that are going on too is the fact that Donnie T is under fire right now. A lot of people in the crypto community are a little PO'd that he made over $1.4 billion between his meme coins, World's Liberty Financial, so on and so forth. And so there's two different things going on right now, which is the fact that Donnie T, when he first became president, was like, hey, yo, like, I really don't know what's going on with this meme coin, bro. Like, I have no idea. And then it came out that he made over $1 billion from crypto ventures. And so Donnie T had an interview in which he said there was nothing illegal and nothing wrong with profiting from his crypto investments as president. He claimed that other people were responsible for his investments. He didn't even know who they are, and not directly answering questions about perceived conflicts of interest as president. So Donnie T's bobbing and weaving right now. He's definitely bobbing and weaving. I feel like if we're going to question Donnie T, we should also be questioning everybody in Congress. There's a lot of insider trading there too. Let's get some answers. So I feel like it's almost hypocritical for senators to go and say, hey, yo, let's ban this guy from making meme coins, but we should also be working on banning insider trading in Congress. Like, I feel like if we're going to do one, let's do both, right? A senator is calling for a ban on elected officials issuing meme coins. I guess how Donnie T got around this, or could get around this, is by saying that he didn't issue it himself, because he claims he literally has no idea who has a hand in his money. But take a look at this. It says Senator Kristen Gillibrand, one of the U.S. lawmakers behind negotiations for digital asset market structure bill in Congress, proposed barring elected officials and the president from issuing or sponsoring their own tokens, citing Donnie T's and First Lady Melania T's meme coins. In a Friday notice, she said that Congress should support measures barring elected officials and their spouses from issuing or sponsoring their own digital assets. The New York lawmaker said that the proposed restriction would include any U.S. president and their spouse, but did not specifically mention extending the provision to the office of the VP or other members of their families. She said this is a common sense requirement that should get broad bipartisan support. Public officials and their spouses should not be issuing meme coins. We cannot let self-dealing destroy an opportunity to strengthen consumer protections, crack down on illicit finance, and expand economic opportunity for the millions of Americans of our financial system has left behind. I would just say that she's playing the game. There's two sides of this lady's coin. First, she's like, hey, maybe let's chill on elected officials and meme coins. Almost understandable. But then she backhands it. It was like, and at the same time, let's just crack down on everybody so nobody could do nothing because I'm a New York senator. See, that's bad. Stand for one thing that sounds good, and then you're backhanding it with more regulations that make no sense. That is a problem. That is a problem. So it's like, where do we get the happy medium? I would just love to know. I feel like this is just a little bit messed up. It's just a little bit messed up. I feel like where's someone with a happy freaking medium? I would just love to know. It's honestly getting a little frustrating. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is just not working today. But yeah, like, I just don't understand why we can't get a solid person that's like, you know what, let's just do what's right. No hanging agenda under here. Like, let's just do what's right. Okay, sign that into law, done. Ban CBDCs, done. Like, I just want to know, is there anybody out there? Where's that clip from the freaking Titanic? I need to get this clip. I might have to like download it and add it to my soundboard. I'm gonna try to find it on YouTube. Titanic, is anyone alive out there? Yes, this is what I need. This is what I need. Excuse me, guys. We're gonna watch this for a second. Excuse me. Let's just turn this on. Volume. We need to get this. This is how I feel.
Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me? Is there anyone alive out there?
Is anybody alive out there? Can anybody hear me? Seriously, can anybody hear us? I'm asking. I'm asking, please. No hanging agendas, please. I don't know. If you guys watched the Titanic, you really understand that clip. Crazy. Always do what is right, not what is easy. D4G4Z, freaking period. That is, yeah. And you know how hard it is for anyone to really like get there, Like, we just need, like, how do we fight this? I just don't know. We're going to figure it out, guys. Trust. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. That is kind of the spicy news of the day against Saylor selling his Bitcoin. This guy says he's going to sell Bitcoin for gold. Another guy's like, I'm going to ride it to zero because I don't know what's going on. And then you have Donnie T making billions. And then people are like, well, he should be allowed to make billions. But we're like, what about Congress making billions? There's just questions and questions. I don't know if we'll have answers to any of them. However, all we know is the facts, which is Bitcoin is an unstoppable piece of technology. Nobody could turn it off. Nobody could take this money away from you. No one can take away the free speech that it gives you. You can inscribe any message on the blockchain and it is immutable. Doesn't matter what happens. Anyone could go on the blockchain and see what you wrote and hear your message because everybody in this world deserves to be heard and to observe your inalienable human rights of life, liberty, and property. I don't care what noise they're feeding you. Just like Operation Choke Point 2.0 was a PSYOP. That was a PSYOP, okay? Jamie Dimon's a PSYOP. Everybody's a PSYOP. They're trying to distract you. And every time there's a distraction, and now the distraction is Donnie T, okay? And Saylor and all these things that they're trying to infiltrate the media with. Because even Saylor would probably wakes up and looks at these headlines like, oh, like he just sees something new about himself every day. And it's again, because they see him as a vehicle to mess with people's emotions. It's not even the man himself. It's what they really write and have people perceive him as. And I would say that for almost all the people that are in these headlines. So I would just like to express to you that every single handful of years, there's a new narrative, new people that the media fixates on. But the one thing that they always miss are the hardcore believers and the amount of people that have essentially their lives saved with technology like Bitcoin and crypto. In countries where there are currency collapse, people are saving their lives and their purchasing power using Bitcoin, literally saving their lives because they could buy food where their currency has collapsed. Have their rights empowered when everything else gets taken away from them. There's more than everyone is looking at, and I refuse to let you think otherwise and to drown in this meaningless psyop craziness that they're trying to put in your face. Bitcoin survives. It always will. Could there be a bigger downturn? Sure. But could this end tomorrow and Bitcoin just jet sets to a whole new area? Yes, it's possible, and it will happen eventually. And so I'm here because Bitcoin's inevitable. It really is. And I'm never going to stop fighting for what we truly believe in and where this started. So I just want to express my gratitude to all of you guys for remaining patient and being here when I was live streaming in other countries. And thank you for being patient with me today. Again, I know my energy is not a 10 today. But hopefully by tomorrow, I'm able to have a lot more pep in my step. I hope you guys, if you have not, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to continue to get after it. I just really wanted to go live because I didn't like the headlines I was seeing today. And I just wanted to offer you love and reassurance that everything is going to be okay. So again, all the love. Again, thank you so much for supporting me. Jesse, thank you for coming out to Litecoin Summit. A bunch of you guys ended up DMing me and I got you guys into Litecoin Summit. And I was so happy that I was able to hack the Litecoin ticket system and get my own code. I was like, I was making sure it happened. So thank you guys for showing out where you have. And thank you guys for the suggestions when I was away. And again, I have so much to post. And hopefully I can post something later. Again, I'm going to try to put out a news video for you guys since I haven't done that in a little bit. And yeah, I'm going to kind of shut down a little bit today and rest a little bit. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Please smash a like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Stay zesty, you guys. So happy I'm home and I get to be with you guys. And I'm not going to cry. You're freaking crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. I'm just so happy to be here and to be here with you guys. So huggies. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys later. Happy Monday, and God bless the USA, baby. Smash like, subscribe, share it out with friends, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.